Good morning, everybody. How are you? This is Monday morning. I don't know where we are posting of the videos, and I've had a no-show this morning, and most of these questions are at home. I'm going to please ask you that if I have not answered your questions, I would like you to please repost them, because I have such a thick amount of and now they're getting some I've answered, some I've already, so I think it'll be better. And I apologize deeply that we start with you asking your questions again if I have not covered them. The other thing I'm going to start doing is, and I might start today, this morning, got a lot going on, but I'd like to do videos on each area of conditions, like the cancers. So everybody's on board with cancers. And that's the one I might shoot after a bit. And then we've got I can lump all the fibromyalgia. Now, you can't lump all the autoimmune diseases because, first of all, that's an illusion. That's a cop-out. That's just one of those areas where I don't know what causes it, but it's your immune system. They always put this back on you as that something went haywire. And that sort of thing. So, but I will lump them in like arthritises, lupuses, fibromyalgia, stuff like that, and we'll try to lump them in different categories. That way it's easier to access for people and they can go right to them. Some people might not like all these question and answers. I find them very good, though, because it really gives you as a potential practitioner, or those that are practitioners, an insight to cases, because the bottom line is most of your finding out is going to be about the case. You know, there's this silver cord, this thread that runs through the health, and that is that basically all the problems are basically the same. It's just location, location, location. Basically acid around and in tissue. That could be the bottom line to it, and what effect that has on the human body. So understanding acids and the corrosiveness of that, understanding the two sides of chemistry a little bit, understanding the two basic systems of the body, the kitchen and the sewer system of the body, I think is key and paramount for every practitioner on this planet. And I've said this before, many of you understand health more than a 10-year medical doctor. Matter of fact, there's very little understanding about health in a medical doctor, and I find, why would you be in a quote-unquote health field if you know nothing about health? So this is a big issue, and we need to cover that. Shannon was just telling me that there's a bill that just passed either the Senate or the House that the government's trying to make all the land in this country basically government-owned, or basically, I think what I was getting from her, jurisdiction, allowing the federal government to have jurisdiction over the land, so they could come basically and pluck you off of your home or out of your home and then imprison you for growing organic broccoli. Well, the interesting thing about this is that Congress has to realize that it can't pass laws that are all jurisdictional to states. States would then have to pass those laws, and the problem is you have rights of property and you have individual rights and stuff. So this is a mess. I think that any senator that would have proposed a bill like that should immediately go to jail. Immediately be arrested and going to jail for the violation of so many rights. Because these senators think they can just promote these bills, they can be tied to any corporation or whatever, and this is the problem we have in our system of law, is that some senator thinks he can just put up a bill, especially if he's paid on the side or something, promoting the violation of an individual right. I feel those senators should lose their privilege to be a senator. Anytime you promote a bill that's constitutional suppressive to the individual at this magnitude, then that would require some automatic karma. All right, now, I'm going to read through these. These are the ones I got this morning, your questions. So let me go through them because I didn't bring them today. I thought I had a client this morning and there was a no-show, so I'm going to run through these, and I apologize so much that I'm reading them and going through them. So please bear with me. And that's why I'm going to make these individual videos that'll get right to the point. This other, these question and answers is just me talking to a bunch of my friends. Thank you so much. This is from Helena La La La. Let's see, dear Dr. Morse, with all my respect and thankfulness, could you please see the common points of agreement that you have with Brian and Cousins and gather with them and compare tests and come up to a common agreement for everybody? It took me ages before I found you, but before listening to you, I spent ages listening to Brian and Cousins, and I made mistakes. Why not becoming friends? You all three have very good intentions and are battling the same stuff. Why not working towards agreement? That's a really good question that you have there. I know in this field we all are individuals. There's no question. I did want some commonality in naturopathy, and I do have plans in the future to create a naturopathic school, one that is right spot on. True naturopathy needs to be represented again. You do not have a true naturopathy school in this country that I believe is. You're going to find more of that in Europe. But in America, you just have a typical naturopathic medicine, which, boy, I have to bite my tongue when I say naturopathic medicine, because that's just such an oxymoron there that it's amazing. But we need a true naturopathist school and that sort of thing. You know what? I found these truths to be self-evident, and I'm not willing to compromise what I believe just to be friends with someone else. I'm sorry, truth is truth, and that's the way truth is. I don't care if they do vegetables. I'm not against them. I particularly don't care that they use supplements. I think that at this time is ignorant. It shows that there's no progression in consciousness of all these years, that they're still playing with adding supplements. I've seen the supplements from the Hippocrates. I've got a lot of their clients coming in here, and the sad thing is I do get their clients coming in here. That's sad to me, and the same with Cousins. That's sad to me that I get their clients coming in here because they should take care of them, and they're not. So they have to come. They have to expand their thinking. They're trapped in their thinking, and these videos are good for them as they are from everyone else. I don't really care about other practitioners and what they do, to be honest with you, other than I'd like to see some understanding of these higher levels. You're at a level that's not, that door doesn't open for a lot of people. It's opening more and more and more, and you guys are helping to open this door. But this level of healing is not ready available for the Bryans and the Cousins yet. And when they're ready, the door's there. I don't compromise. You know, this is the same thing in spirituality. You know, there's all these different states of consciousness. So the question is, as you grow and you unfold and you start to become that which is, and you're talking to an individual, do you come down to that, not as an ego statement here, not as an isolation one from another. Don't get me wrong, it has nothing to do with that. But do you go down, do you compromise what you know and understand, and go down to these lower levels where people are stuck and work with them, or and communicate and work at that level, or do you bring them up to your level of understanding? This is the biggest thing you'll come up against when you're talking to others, knowing that, one, if you shake someone's foundation too much, you can actually disturb them emotionally for many lifetimes. You have to be careful about opening doors for people that they don't want to open. So I don't worry about it. I learned years ago that if the door's a little hard to open, step back and walk away, because as soon as you think you want to open that door, when you open it, 9 times out of 10, you'll regret opening it. And this is true for others. You can be the Johnny Appleseed and give them a little hints of spirituality and love and oneness and stuff, and put them in at the zen them at the right time. That works well. But to shake someone off their foundation, I don't do that. I learned not effective, and it doesn't do them any good, and it doesn't do me any good for the karma, and it was an ego thing in the first place if you're trying to do that. The bottom line is when a person's ready, when the Chila's ready, the master will appear. Remember that one? Well, that's what this is when you're ready, the door will open. That's all I can tell you. So when they're ready, the door will open. But boy, do I appreciate you asking that question, and I'm not being egotistical in that way about them. It's just that I have no desire to be at their level. I was at their level 40 years ago. I'm not at their level now. I don't particularly want to be. I don't have any. I love what we're doing. I love this level, and I suggest they come up to this level. Now they're at the highest level. Would you compromise truth just to be friends with somebody? Nope. Especially when it deals with people's health very seriously. And at this level, we still are struggling to save everybody. And it's not the right to save everybody. I'm sure that's not the intention of the Supreme Being. We have a pretty high rate of success in health. These health programs that we put together here, 99% of the people that follow them appropriately are going to find remedy to their problems from whatever condition they have. These health programs are how you get the physical body healthy in such a decay and decline genetically, and how toxic we are. We're entering some and there's some people I just can't get no matter what I do, and it's just pulls my teeth out. But there's a few that just send me out to nowhere, and I know it's karma because there's nothing else. The bodies are not responding, but this is what we're facing. So we're facing where that period of time where the old consciousness of vegetables, which I still don't know where that even came from, we step up higher into the human consciousness and where we should be. So thanks for the question there, Helen, but these people need to come up to a higher level of thinking. This is another one, same lady, Helena. This is talking to a health seeker about horsetail restores bones. Love horsetail, love comfrey. I have all those in my bones formula. Kelp you throw into a formula that gives you a little of your iodine and your calcium. I mean, highest plant source of both. So kelp in particular, one of the better seaweeds in terms of iodine and calcium. So that's a turn. You can see how God made that. The iodine turns on the parathyroid, and then the calcium is utilized. So interesting how the Supreme Being ratios those things, isn't it? And to racialize all these other factors to keep it in balance so it doesn't hurt the person. I just find that when we call ourselves chemists, I have to laugh, because there's no way as chemists can we even hold a little inkling of what the master chemists put together here. I wouldn't want to be rude to the Supreme Being in any way to think that I even have some idea of the allness of this thing. It's just unreal. And then the nano levels, all these subordinate levels that all. I mean, this is no way. That's why the beauty of the now, because then you'll get to see things. And I suppose in man's glory, he needs to find out some of these doors that way. So definitely good, Helen, there. Good questions and good comment there, definitely on the horsetail and comfort. Miss Raw Flower, that is a incredible picture. A face that looks like the veins of a leaf. I find that this is pretty cool. Pretty cool. I am so blessed that I found. Oh, thank you. And Miss Raw Flower, I love your icon there. That's pretty cool. It speaks a lot about you.